Suppose you wake up one day, only to find that the sun in the sky has suddenly vanished. What would you do then? Without the sun, what changes will happen to the Earth?
Let's go back 8 minutes and 20 seconds. The sun has already vanished by then, but humans are completely unaware, because it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds for light to travel from the sun to the Earth, and gravitational waves also travel at the speed of light, so not even astronauts in space can detect anything wrong. You, who just woke up, are strolling along the road as usual, yet the golden disk in front of you is nothing but a lingering afterimage of the sun. But in an instant, the sky goes dark all of a sudden. It doesn't fade gradually. It's as if someone flipped off the main switch of the universe in one go. It turns pitch black in the blink of an eye, and you can't see the moon either. Without the sun, the moon can no longer reflect sunlight. Fortunately, the night starry sky remains. It's the light emitted by distant stars, free from the interference of sunlight scaring. You'll get to enjoy a 24-hour starry sky overhead. 1 hour later, you start to feel cold. The kind of cold that seeps from the soles of your feet into the cracks of your bones. The Earth used to receive energy from the sun every single second, but now heat only escapes and never enters. Although the atmosphere tries its best to trap the residual heat, the entire planet is like an electric heater unplugged from the power, its temperature dropping little by little. You go home and turn on the heater, but you know full well that this house won't hold up for long. It's not just the house. Human civilization has also begun its countdown. 24 hours later, the temperature plummets, and the streets are beyond chaotic. You want to go to the supermarket to stock up for supplies, only to find that the supermarket has all emptied out. The line at the gas station stretches as far as the eye can beat. You realize one thing. Everyone is frantically searching for light and heat. But in this world, there is nothing left that can replace that vanished star. A week later, the temperature in the tropics drops below zero. You've never seen snow at the equator in your life, but today you do. The leaves of the tropical rainforest are covered with ice crystals. In a world without photosynthesis, plants don't even get a chance to struggle. They wither and die in silence. You follow the crowd to a mysterious construction project. Mankind has gathered all available energy. An underground city will be built here in the near future. You glance up at the sky. No moon, no sunset glow, only countless stars, cold as shards of glass. A month later, the Earth's average temperature drops to minus 30 degrees Celsius. The sea begins to freeze, starting from the shore, then spreading deeper and deeper into the ocean day by day. The wind stops. There's no wind without temperature differences. The entire atmospheric system is like a machine unplugged from power, frozen in place. The surface is no longer habitable. You arrive at the entrance of the underground city. At the very last moment before entering, you glance back at the surface. But the black and white boundary between heaven and earth fills you with dread. A year later, driven by curiosity, you join the search team. Your mission is to search for supplies on the surface. The temperature outside drops to minus 200 degrees Celsius. You see light blue snow falling from the sky. This is actually the atmosphere solidifying at low temperatures and falling slowly down. Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, the substances that make up the atmosphere, fall layer upon layer to the ground, spreading over the ice, as if the Earth is wrapping itself in a heavy white shroud. Unfortunately, it's another fruitless day. They trod back across the ice, leaving only footprints that are soon covered up. You return to the underground city. It sustains a small artificial ecosystem with geothermal energy and the remaining nuclear power. It defies the extreme cold with thick wall panels and large boilers and grows vegetables with artificial lights. Every meal is rationed by the gram. You begin to forget what sunlight feels like on your skin. 5 years later, you get used to life in the underground city. The so-called daytime is the 8 hours when the artificial lights are on. Nighttime is the silence after the lights go out. Occasionally, someone puts on protective gear and returns to the surface to collect supplies. Days repeat like this, and the underground city hums along like a low-running machine. Today, a team member brings back a photo. It's a photo of the street where you used to live. In the photo, the whole street is wrapped in solidified atmosphere, like an insect sealed dead in amber. You stare at the photo in a trance, not saying a word. 10 years later, the underground cities grow quieter and quieter. It's not because the population has decreased, but because the communication lines between the underground cities are breaking one by one. No one wants to fix them, and there are no materials to fix them with. You start telling the children about the sun. You say it rises every day from the east and it feels warm on your face. Staring at it for too long hurts your eyes. The children listen intently, but you can tell they're listening to a myth. It suddenly hits you that you're among the last people in this underground world who have ever seen the sun with their own eyes. 100 years later, you are gone. The surface is covered in a kilometer-thick shell of solid ice. The atmosphere has almost entirely frozen onto the ground. Seen from space, this once blue planet is now a pale ice ball, no different from Pluto. But deep beneath the sea, at the very bottom of the kilometers-thick ice, there is a place. The water is still scalding hot. Superheated fluids gush out from cracks in the seafloor crust. It's teeming with tube worms and other worms, along with countless microbes invisible to the naked eye. They need no sunlight, no oxygen. They survive solely on a tiny bit of heat from the Earth's 6,000-degree core. They have no idea the sun ever existed, no concept of daytime, nor do they know that above the ice overhard, a species named humans once built a magnificent civilization on this planet.